What's up, people? Hi, YouTube. I know it's been a minute. Had a lot of stuff going on, but nonetheless, I'm back. So today is Saturday, September 9th, 2017. So what do we got going on today? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. So tomorrow is our annual September 9/11 musical showcase. It's where we kind of give back to our first responders, law enforcement, fire, medical, EMT, military, all of that. And when I say we give back in the sense of worship. A lot of these people, they, once a year they go through this. That emotion comes back of what happened on that day, and especially for the families of those individuals who lost, family members. And so basically this showcase is just to let these people know that, they're not alone. God hasn't left them. He hasn't forsaken them. He's still there. And so this time of need and comfort and all of that, we all come together, basically just lift them up. So I'm headed over to Key's house now. We're packing up the equipment. And then we are going to head over to the church. What church, you ask? I'm glad you asked. We're headed over to Faith Church in the Valley. That is in Chandler, Arizona, on the corner of Cooper and Chandler Boulevard. Sunday, September 10th at Faith in the Valley Church. Come holler at us. 6 p.m. Show starts at 6. If you want good seats, come a little early. I believe the doors will open, I think they said like 5:40 or something like that. So please come on out, support your local, law enforcement, fire department, EMTs, doctors, nurses, military, everything. And the guy that hosts this every year, Keith, a little short white dude. This is important to him. It's very, very important, dear to his heart, because he was a New York cop. Now, obviously, he's retired now. He lives in Arizona, but he was there, I believe, when September 11th happened. He's been shot a couple times and all that stuff. So it's a way that not only myself but other guys and other people in the band and in the choir and all that stuff, we kind of give back and we pay back and say, hey, thank you for your service. It hasn't gone unappreciated. We appreciate everything that you've done, sacrificing your life to protect everyone. And for me, I've had family members in the military. My brother-in-law that you guys, well, technically you did see him, but you didn't see him. We went to California. He's currently enlisted in the Marines, and he's actually getting ready right now as we speak. He is training his crew, squadron, group, I don't know exactly what they're called, but him and his team are gearing up. From what I understand, they're going back to Iraq, or they're going back overseas and next month, actually. So he'll be away for 6 months, and I appreciate everything and all the sacrifices that he's made and is currently making, as well as his wife and 3 daughters. So I'm a big, firm supporter in our military and even in law enforcement and things like that. So again, heading over to Keys. We're going to pack up. There's going to be some people there helping out. Obviously, I always always show up early because I got to break down the drums and, do some of that stuff. It's a quiet ride. I'm glad you noticed. So, FYI, the Mustang is gone. And that sound would go by as I'm getting ready to talk about this. It was a Z06. But anyway, Mustang's gone. Ruby's no longer with us. It wasn't conducive to the family to have the Mustang. The kids had to sit Indian style in the back seat. But it had to go. So I'm more family friendly now. Big shout out to my girl Tessie out at Peoria Ford. They hooked me up. I even got a friggin' 55-inch 4K TV when I bought this new car. But what kind of car is it? I'm glad you asked, man. You guys are good. So we now have the keys to the 2017 Ford Fusion. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. My son, Chris, on the other hand, he's not so cool with it. And I tell you why. The day we left the dealership, or the day we traded keys, I gave them the keys to the Mustang. They gave me keys to this. Chris cried home until he fell asleep in the car. I kid you not. He was extremely butthurt. Really hurt. There we go. All right, so yeah, he was super disappointed, super hurt. But I had to break it down to him and kind of let him know, hey, we had to make a sacrifice for now, and then hopefully. So in his mind, he says that he's like, so we give up the Mustang now, and then in a few years we'll go back and get a new GT350. I like where his heart's at, but he's kind of crazy. I had $70,000. I just don't. So that's what's going on. There she is. 2017 Ford Fusion. Yeah, she even got a little cool key, you know what I'm saying? A little fob, push button, start, all that stuff. We may do a video on the car later, but for now, we got stuff to do. What's up, Tess? Or that's Bella. Alright, so I don't know who Keith is talking to. Oh, what's up? So he's over there, yapping. So luckily, my job is going to be real easy because, boom. It's all packed away. Which I'm so glad. I don't have much to do. I'm not taking my drum set, unfortunately, because the place that we're going, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not taking my drum set. Period. But we got the congas, 1, 2, 3. The stand. We got one keyboard. And then we got the Phantom. And then the big case right there. Now the big case is holding the new Roland RD2000. And then we got bags that probably have cables and all that other stuff in there. And then we got another set of congas that we're taking. Luckily, we don't have to take any mics. I think we're taking a couple music stands and whatnot, but that's really it. So that's really it. as far as drum stuff goes, I think I'm just taking, you guys haven't been here in a while, so I kind of changed my setup here. First of all, we got the room padded, right, all over the place, even behind the door. Okay. But okay, so change the setup. I got my little mixing board now, because everything is all mic'd up to run into the system that's over there. But the only thing I'm taking is the SPDS fat snare, regular snare, my kick. I was gonna take the rack that's holding the toms, but we got feedback on that as well. So don't want the headache, don't need the headache, so everything is staying here. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll see you guys when we get over to the church.